This Rockin' with Jam Man is with Emperors and Angels. How you doing, man?
I'm good, buddy. How about yourself?
Congratulations on your self-titled album.
Yeah, dude. Appreciate it. We had a really cool first couple weeks so far. So the engagement's there, and we're looking forward to new ears hearing it every day.
Are you excited? Are you? How excited are you to finally get out?
Well, I mean, this project started a couple years ago. COVID kind of got in the way of that. um, but all in all, I mean, we're very happy that we finally been able to release some music that we've been working on pretty diligently together. And seems like the album's gotten a fantastic reception. So yeah, I mean, there's no reason not to be excited and see where this thing leads.
Your singles, single "The Brave" and "Ready for War" are amazing, man.
Thanks, dude. Glad you like them.
Your music seems very personal. Did your lyrics reflect your life?
Well, I mean, for this record, it was a little more personal than that I've really let myself be in the past. I kind of just let down my guard and started writing. I was having some internal issues, some bouts with depression and things of that nature, anxiety, and I mean, life was good, man. Life's been good for a long time, but your body's a different beast. It's not everything that's out in front. That's really controlling. And sometimes you have to really look deep inside to figure out what the heck's going on and kind of deal with that. And this entire record is based off of my will to win this battle and to finally breathe a little bit.
How did you hook up with Certain Call Records?
Curtain Call Records.
Yes.
You know, in the industry, if you've played your cards right, um, you build a rapport, and not unlike a lot of things that have happened for this band. It was past dealings, and you know everybody was kind of on the same page, and it really made sense to move forward. But I did have previous engagements with the owners. So
Have you heard yourself on the radio yet?
yeah, man, yeah. This project's been fun, like I said, and we've gotten some really cool success at radio, with Signal the Brave, um, and currently Ready for War. So it's always weird to hear yourself on the radio. I mean, I've heard myself in the past, um, but yeah, there's always like that thought in the background, that you know, okay, it's there and you're listening to it, but is it good enough and things like that. But once you get past that, you really start to enjoy the moment.
Does Bella just put on your music on repeat when he's on air?
Well, no, that's not how that works. Um, Bella, he's a centerpiece around here where we're from, Peoria, Illinois, and Central Illinois, um, with all the local musicians and things like that. And Bella um, helped start the local anesthetic on our local radio. I don't know, probably 15 years ago. So he's been doing it quite some time, and he does a really good job of it. He's very fair, and he tries to get everyone heard, which is good.
So you guys got together in 2020. Was pre or post lockdown?
Well, that was it was a little bit before. I mean, things really didn't get started to move actually, um, for a while, but definitely COVID hung us up for a little bit, and we had to kind of figure out things for ourselves, and hence releasing a record that's self-recorded, self-produced. That was something that we we figured out internally. um, I took it on. I took it head on, and I learned everything that I could. I'm kind of a sponge, and I've been able to work with a lot of great producers in the past. So silently, I'd been kind of gearing myself up for something like this. Um, but we utilized the time the best we could for the situation that we were in. And that is, I mean, this album was spawned, you know, during COVID. So
I know you guys had all had other projects. What made you decide to get together?
we had been friends or partners in the music scene for a long time, and we've all been doing this for quite some time. Um, this project, it was seriously having a couple drinks, talking about something that could be fun, could be cool. The entire band, as the entity of we are, of Emperors and Angels, we had never played in one band together. So we thought that was kind of neat. We didn't really know where it was going to go, but so far it's a pretty cool accident.
I see you have a big show coming next month.
Yeah, yeah. So again, the onset of the pandemic and COVID, we had a sold out show here in our hometown, and it got canceled 2 weeks prior to the date. So we're pretty bummed about that. And get to where we are right now. Um, we're finally being able to reach out. So yes, we do have a show coming up. I believe on the 10th of next month. Um, so that's going to be a cool festival in Muncie, Indiana.
What will that be your first show playing together live?
Yeah, man. I mean, other than rehearsals or anything else, as an entity, as the band, Emperors and Angels, it will be our first show.
Any other plans for touring this summer?
Uh, Touring is a bit extensive of a word right now for this band. We're definitely picking up opportunities as they come in, but everything's going to have to present itself in a positive manner. And if everything makes sense, we'll get out there and play a lot more shows, i.e., maybe some touring next year. But we'll just have to see how the cards play out.
What would your dream tour be if you could make up the lineup?
Oh man, that's a tough one. I mean, if I could make up the lineup, that means anything could happen. So probably the original lineup of Alice in Chains. Um, I'd have Chris Cornell back in action too. So I think I'd rather have Soundgarden with that package. You know, I think that would be cool, and if we could support that, that'd be pretty sick.
What's your favorite memory from playing a show?
What is my favorite memory of playing a show? Man, dude, I don't know. I've played a lot of shows in the past. I mean, I've been doing this since I was 24 years old, and I'm far from 24 these days. Um, I could say just simply my favorite thing about playing any show is the interaction with the crowd and your fans, and the conversation that you get, and the words of encouragement that you hear, and how amazing it is to listen to someone who's been impacted greatly in a positive way by something that you've written.
What's the worst?
What's the worst? What's the worst show I've ever played?
Yes.
Is that the question? Man, buddy, there's probably been a lot of bad ones, you know, because you always got to start somewhere. Worst. I mean, I don't know. I mean, worst scenarios, you know, are always shows that weren't promoted, shows where a promoter pulled you hundreds of miles, you know, in and just kind of screwed the pooch, didn't do anything about it, didn't show up with your money, things of that nature. No sound. I've had that happen where the sound wasn't even available years and years and years and years ago. Showed up at one place that seemed like it was more it was more like a poetry setup, and they'd never had a band there. We were set up to play, and it was right inside Nashville. It was first time I think I ever actually played Nashville years ago. We were all excited. We get there, and it's just kind of a shot. You get there. There's no stage. There's maybe just like a step up to like an 8-foot platform, and that was pretty nuts. We tried to make that show happen, but and we had fans at the time that showed up in Nashville, and that was a big letdown. But usually when promoters kind of snake you, that's a bad show.
What's next for you?
Well, we're going to follow where this album takes us right now. Curtain Call Records, they're doing a great job with it. We're being heard, which is great. Our publicist Shauna, she's doing a great job right now. So we're just going to take this one step at a time. We all have jobs here where we live in Central Illinois. But like I said, if the right thing presents itself, we'll jump at it and we'll see what happens.
How do my followers start following you?
What's that?
How do my followers start following you?
Oh man. I mean, there's always, the .coms. So we have EMPORERSandAngels.com. That's a good one. Facebook is a great one. Twitter's a great one. Instagram's a great one. All of today's platforms. We're on YouTube. You can hear us on Amazon, Apple, Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, YouTube. Like I said, so we're out there. We can be heard.
They can get your music and show dates and stuff there?
Yes, they can.
You guys have merch yet?
You know what? We have a first run of merchandise that we're doing some special things for some fans. But other than that, we're kind of keeping it low key. Like I said, we wanted to see where this album would direct us, and so far so good with that.
Well,
so merch will be available probably here in the next couple months for sure. A bit wide variety of what we don't have right now would be a bit more expansive.
Well, I do unboxings on my show if you want to hook a brother up.
Yeah, dude. Well, we'll have to get around there, and once things start happening, that's definitely something that we could talk about.
All right. Thank you for being on my show, man. I hope the next time we talk is at the backstage at one of your shows, dude. Peace.
Well, that would be cool. Take care, buddy.